Thank you so much to everybody who's written in asking me this question. And I must say, the first time I heard this question, I thought it was a bit strange because I was not expecting this question. But so many people have asked me that I realize it is a serious concern. And the question is, how do I avoid losing too much weight when I'm on a low carbohydrate diet? And when people ask me the question, I usually respond with a question before I explain the solution, because the solution for you is going to depend on your context, and I'm going to give you the questions that you need to ask yourself so that you can understand what your answer is going to be, and then I will give you the solutions in this video. So welcome to Shape Fixer. I am Andrew. I am a nutritionist. I lost a lot of weight on a low carbohydrate diet. I resolved a lot of medical and health issues, and my weight has stabilized at a level that I'm very happy with. Now, my question to you, if you ask me, if you say to me, I don't want to lose any more weight, or I think I'm getting too skinny, my question for you is why? Why do you want to necessarily not lose any more weight, or why do you want to put weight back on? Because the reason that you have will make a difference to what you need to do about it. Okay, so it could be you're doing it because you think you look too skinny. So that's an aesthetic thing. And I will just say that the levels of obesity in our society are so incredibly high that being overweight now looks normal. And maybe you're being a bit influenced by that. And I would say to you that it's probably more important for you to worry about your health than what you look like. And if your health is right, then your weight will end up being where it needs to be. So that means that maybe you're too thin for a different reason. Are you ill? If you're sick and you have either an infection or a metabolic condition, then you need to get medical help, and you need to go and have a proper diagnosis, and then the treatment or the therapy or whatever it is that you need will help take care of that. If you think you are too thin because you are just feeling really thin and weak and physically dysfunctional, then you probably are too thin. And the question then has got to be, what is it you need to be doing that you can't do at the moment? Are you very, very hungry, or are you just not as strong as you would like to be? Because those are two different things as well. If you are very hungry, then you're not eating enough. And I know that sounds a bit obvious, but it isn't, because what it means is, on a low carbohydrate diet, if you are feeling weak and hungry, you're probably not eating enough fat, because remember that you're using fat now as your energy source to replace the sugar that you used to burn. And we have been so brainwashed throughout our lives to think that fat is bad, that it can be quite a difficult adjustment to actually eat enough fat. It took me quite a long time. It was quite a long time into the low carbohydrate way of nutrition, and I would catch myself still cutting fat off my meat before I cooked it, and then I would look at it and go, no, you're supposed to be eating that. You know, we've been convinced that somehow it's bad for us. So it's very easy to not eat enough fat. The other thing could be that, and this happens a lot, especially when you get older, is that your muscles start to shrink, and that obviously muscles are heavy, and you start losing weight. And that's got nothing to do with cutting out sugar. That's got to do with not using them anymore, and you need to do something to address that and to build muscle. Now, you can put on weight by starting to eat carbohydrates again and just get fat. That's not a healthy way of doing it. That's ridiculous, and you're going to make yourself sick. So the two options are to make sure you eat enough fat, because your body's got to burn something, and if you don't give it enough fat to burn, it will eventually start burning body tissue, and then you will be losing too much weight. So make sure you've got enough fat. You will never eat too much fat, because your body will switch off all your hunger drives and you just won't. So you don't need to worry about that. So you can make sure you're getting enough fat in your diet for the energy, so you don't feel exhausted, and then you won't be burning up other tissue, and you won't be losing weight. If you are feeling like you're just not strong enough, then you need to do some resistance exercise, and like I said, it becomes more important when you get older. So you need to do body weight exercises like press-ups or planks, exercises around the house, or go to the gym and lift weights. Or if you're a runner, you need to do some speed work, some sprinting, and that will help to keep your muscles strong, and that will give you a little bit of extra weight. So that's it. There's no point eating badly to put weight back on so that you look like your neighbors. That's not going to make you unhealthy. That's going to make you sick. Okay? Losing weight on a keto diet is usually helpful and healthy because you are burning body fat, which actually poisons you over time. So you don't want excess body fat. If you want weight, you want healthy weight, and you want muscle. So don't burn your muscle. Make sure you have enough fat in your food and you won't burn up your muscle. Or go to the gym or go outside and do some exercises and work those muscles, and that way you'll be able to keep your weight from going too low. And that's it. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the question. It was a good question. Send more questions. I love this. Thank you very much.